YouTube family, what's going on? This is your boy Concise the Barber, and today's video we are going to be talking about what is the best beard trimmer. Now, I got a comment on my YouTube channel which says, what is the best beard lineup machine on the market? So basically, what is the best beard trimmer that's on the market right now? And I made a list, and this is going to be the top 5 beard trimmers that you can use that I feel like that will give you the most, will just give you the best results. So let's get into this. I definitely want to talk about it. Majority of these I already reviewed and already put on my YouTube channel. There's 4 things that all of these trimmers need to do for it to be the best beard trimmer. Number 1 is that they have to give you sharp lines. Got to give you that nice, sharp, clean cut. Also, the next thing is that this trimmer should be able to give no irritation. I think it's very important for barbers and at home for you to understand that if the product is great against the skin, you know, the steel blade and the moving blade, that's very important. So no irritation, the beard trimmer must have. Also, it needs to be efficient. What I mean by efficient, that means it cuts nice and smooth. You're not going over that same spot repetitively. Just how the blade is, the cutting blade, it has to be nice. It has to be good enough that you can cut it once and that's it, and then it doesn't bleed like little small hairs here and there. And also, depending on what type of beard you have any length in the beard, that it cuts efficient on the longer hairs too, the longer strands, because another thing that you don't want is that you're going over the same area multiple times, because it's not cutting the hair, it's just moving the hair. And also another thing that it must have is that it does not snag your hair. That, like I said, all of that matters. All of these 4 things matter, is that you don't want to be under your neck and you got a trimmer that's just snagging at your small hair. So the cutting blade has to be sharp enough that it will not snag. So let's get into this video. I'm going to tell you my top 5 that I suggest for you to get when it comes to beard trimmer. So like I said, the first one is the Stylecraft Saber trimmer. So this trimmer right here, it is a great suggestion. The cutting blade and the steel blade is one of the best cutting blades out. They call it the one blade, and the gold blade does not get that hot. So that's why I like it. And it's a hyperallergenic blade, which is very, very good. So it definitely does all 1 through 4. It gives out nice and sharp lines. It allows for your hair or for your skin to have no irritation. And also, you gotta be mindful, that also does matter on the barber or whoever is cutting the hair. If you are a barber or a person at home that is very aggressive, you can irritate your skin and you can't cut yourself. But if the barber has a soft touch or you have a soft touch, you should be fine in that area. Just make sure that you guys are not being too aggressive when you're shaping yourself up. Also, it's very quiet. It has a nice, strong, brushless motor. I definitely feel like this is one of those that lasts the longest. And honestly, like I said, either at home or in the barbershop, these are probably the go-tos when it comes to the beard lineup, either the top or even the bottom. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go wrong with this trimmer. However, this trimmer is a little bit pricey right now. I believe it's $175, but you can use my discount code Concise10 if you buy it off Stylecraft's website. I'll leave that link below and the discount code below as well. So if you guys do want to save some money getting this trimmer, just make sure you're using Concise10. Okay, so like I said, this is stuff that I went over before. You guys can check out my reviews if you like, if you have not already. But the next one, I already know how this is going to go, but I'm going to do it anyway because I honestly feel like this trimmer is probably one of the most slept on trimmers, especially when it comes to like the beard work and everything like that. So the next one on my list, the Bevel trimmer, the 2nd edition, the all black one. So we're gonna go look at this review that I did. So this Bevel trimmer, I still use this till this day. Honestly, this probably does 1 out of 4 the best, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Well, the fact that it gives out nice and sharp lines, the blade is different, but I don't know how they did it, but it's sharp enough for it to give a nice clean cut. This is probably one of the most best use at home trimmers that can also merge into the barbershop as well. I did notice that it does have a 6-hour runtime, and to be honest, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. It will never die on you. The motor is amazing. I honestly feel like the RPMs is on this is like low key, probably one of the highest RPMs in the trimmer. And the bevel trimmer is honestly made for people that have sensitive skin. Like when you are using these, man, they cut very well. Like I can do a whole haircut with these without no problem. Like I said, they give out sharp lines. RPMs is very strong. It's going to clean. It's going to give it nice and clean. If you have stragglers, the bevel does it best. And I honestly feel like it's because of whatever their blade material is. I don't know what it is. I really didn't study their blades that much, but whatever their blade setup is, it works the best when it comes to necklines. And it gives out sharp lines, like I said, as you guys see. So this is one of those trimmers that you literally can just use just for the neck. Now, however, these are on a pricier end. These are for about $199, $200 for these, but I honestly say that they are definitely worth it. I didn't have much problems with the blades at all. It never gets hot on me. I don't know what else to say, but these things work great for the beard area. So that's my second one on the list. All right, so the next one on my list is Fabulous FX trimmers. Now, it doesn't matter which one you use, as long as when it comes to the FX trimmers, you have the DLC blade on it. And the reason why I said it is because to me, in my personal preference and all the blades that I use out of Beveless, the DLC blade is the most all-around blade that you can have on any of their machines. You can either say the Fabulous FX or the FX3s, no matter what, as long as it's the DLC blade, I would highly suggest that you use just that blade if you're going to be using a beard trim. Here's why. The Gold FX blade, the Graphite, the Chameleon, all the other blades, they are nice, sharp blades. However, depending on how you set that thing up, you can probably scratch somebody very well. Even though you can zero gap the DLC blade, right where it comes like out of the box, I think you should just leave it like that for a beard lineup. Well, like I said, to me it performs the best when it comes to beard lineups. It's definitely nice and smooth. You get a good 2-hour runtime. The RPMs are well. But yeah, I just think the DLC blade is just a little bit smoother. The other ones can cause more irritation. So Beveless trimmers, honestly, it just all depends on what blade you use. But all of them can do 1 through 4 well. Like I said, you just need, well, to me, you don't need to make sure, but to me, I think it would be smart to use a DLC blade instead of any other blade, because it can cause irritation. You gotta understand, the main reason why I'm saying this is because you're gonna have different type of people coming into your chair. You're gonna have kids, older men, younger men. You're gonna have people that have sensitive skin, and I think that the DLC blade is just the safest way to go when it comes to any Beveless trimmer that you use. I definitely feel like it can definitely get the job done. They definitely changed the game with their trimmers. So that it definitely has to be in the top 5. And I believe you can get, let's say just the original Gold FX, you can get that for about like $130, $140 right now. So it really won't break the bank. This is actually the cheapest one I said so far. So if you want to do that, you can do that and grab the Beveless FX with the DLC blade. But like I said, you can use the FX3s, but do not use the FX3 blade. To me, straight out of the box, a lot of people push it back because it was too sharp. So just think about using them on the neck. They're going to be too sharp. So make sure that you also switch out. If you're going to use the FX3, make sure you switch out the blade to DLC blade. All right, so the last ones I'm going to talk about is the Andis Slimlines. Yes, it's an OG, it's an old trimmer. I'm showing you an old video right now, and I'm talking about very old, like when I just started. But honestly, when it comes to beard lineups, the Slimlines have been known to be one of the best trimmers for beard lineups due to the fact of the small blade. Now, however, Stylecraft did come out with a small blade, so if you did go that route, you can use your small blade. But I think this having the option of a small blade helps any beard when it comes to like getting a nice shape, a nice look. Now, also, I do believe that the Andis Slimlines allow you to get the stragglers very, very well. So they're definitely efficient. They definitely do 1 through 4 very, very well. However, it might lack just a little bit on the power. I'm not sure what the RPMs on the Slimlines is, but these are probably the cheapest ones, probably around 80, I'll say 75 to 80 bucks. You can grab these, and I don't think that you'll be disappointed, especially when you're trying to get the inside of right here where the beard is at, or just the bottom, or the bottom of the neck. Not a problem. Now, it probably does all 1 through 4 well, but one area that it might not do 100% the best in, due to the fact of lack of power, is that every now and then, once in a blue moon, it might snag, depending on how fast you're going, to be honest. Just got to keep it real with y'all. But the fact that Stylecraft has a small blade and they have a lot of powerful trimmers, you can get that set up, and honestly, there's no snag, no nothing when you do it that way. But I did want to mention the Slimlines Pro LIs because of the fact that they have been one of the best beard trimmers for a very long time, and that's why they're number 5 on the list. But if you want the most bang for your buck, you can get the Slimlines, and you can get a nice clean beard lineup with that. So I didn't have a specific trimmer that I think is the best. I gave you my top 5 that I think that you might find useful, and I'll leave all of the links down below. If I have some type of discount code, I'll give you that as well for them. And I just hope that you guys find this video useful. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And if y'all have any questions like how this guy did, and you want me to do a video, just leave something in the comments and I'll try to get back with y'all as soon as possible. God bless and thank you.